At the peak of the pilgrimage season in the Himalayan valley of Uttarakhand, an unprecedented natural disaster struck. It was most devastating in the recent memory. The valley was gripped by heavy rainfall. Cloudburst like events in the upper reaches may have triggered the problem. A deluge of boulders, rocks, mud, and water flew down on the Kedarnath temple town. Heavy rainfall and swelling of rivers led to landslides, caving in of roads, destruction of property at several places in the hills. Soon, a coordinated rescue effort was put in place. Our armed forces, assisted by the state government, worked day and night to rescue people. Over 1 lakh people were rescued in the next few days. Kedarnath region in western Himalaya is known for its high peaks, glaciers and deep valleys. In winter months, the town witnesses very high rate of snowfall. This photograph that was taken in 1880 points out the precarious position of the main temple. It sits on the confluence of the snouts of two glaciers. Long back in the past, debris left by a retreating glacier had blocked the mouth of a drainage. This helped in the formation of a lake. It was called the Chorabari Lake and was visited by pilgrims. Indian Space Research Organization's geoportal Bhuvan recently released these pictures of the devastated Kedarnath area. Upon analysis of these images, experts suggested a combination of cascading natural events that led to the disaster. Weather system from Arabian Sea and Bay of Bengal moved in opposite direction and merged over Uttarakhand. An unusual weather phenomena occurred. There was rain in the higher reaches. The relative temperature difference between ice and rain caused melting of ice. Then there was a landslide. As excess rain and smelting snow water accumulated in the lake, the water level increased rapidly. The lake was breached, resulting into flash floods. The flow was so large and powerful that it resulted into 3 separate flows. The water, along with debris, went southwest and also in the Paleo Channel. These moved towards the town first, then the third channel flowed southward. Thus, Kedarnath town received these 2 major blows. First, it was struck by northeast, then from the northwest. The town was devastated and the village Rambara washed away. This catastrophe shows that we need to make concerted efforts to understand fragile Himalayan ecosystem. The primary trigger for the disaster was the heavy rain. India Meteorological Department had indeed predicted heavy rain in the region. They had not pinpointed the location of the rain. Spatial resolution of precise rainfall forecast is usually not possible for an area less than 100 square kilometer with the current tools available. Such extreme events are not periodic, nor are they progressive for one to observe their build-up. There is no way to discover about them in advance. This was an episodic event. Suddenness of it did not give enough time for people to respond and move to safer places. Till 2 decades ago, Kedarnath was an isolated place. In the meantime, it had developed into a commercial hub visited by millions of pilgrims annually. It was the source of livelihood for a large number of local people. Himalayan Valley has a fragile ecosystem. Its carrying capacity is limited. No one specific agency can be blamed for this tragedy. Care and vigilance is the need of the hour. Developmental activities often led to encroachment of spaces where the river would expand during the monsoon. Limited space led to severe congestion during the pilgrim season. There are several lessons for everyone to be learned from this tragedy. One needs to map the extent of devastation properly. It is important that reconstructions are based on sound scientific principles. Sustainable development of Himalayan ecosystem needs to be figured out. Policy for the development of the region without compromising the environment is the need of the hour.